I haven't spent much time on this engine lately. I've had loads of other things to do. But I've decided to do a little bit to it today. I managed to find a picture of it, or a picture of the same engine in a steam rally, and it had like a fancy displacement lubricator on top of there. Now a friend of mine actually managed to find us one. In fact, he's found two. A brand new, old stock Lubricator core Cincinnati. Basically that's going to be fitted into there. I'll bring the camera in and show you how it works, but they're quite a clever thing, and that'll polish up and look really nice, and I think the proportions are pretty good for the engine. It's kind of going to finish it off. But like I say, it's brand spanking new, old stock. So we'll bring the camera in, have a look at this, I'll show you how it works, then we're going to make an adapter to go into there to take it from that thread, which I've got no idea what it is, to that which is 3/8 BSP. Right, so this is the lubricator, bronze body. They're Bakelite handles. You can see I just know where it hasn't been used. There's been no sealer on those threads. The way it works, you screw the top off. That gets filled up with steam oil. It's connected to the top of the engine cylinder. And then you open that valve there, and that allows the oil to slowly drip through. The water goes in, the oil comes out. It's an old-fashioned idea. It works. There's nothing to go wrong with it. Basically, as long as you keep oil in there, it'll keep dripping oil down into the cylinder. It's going to look nice, all polished up as well. So yeah, I've got two identical. So if somebody wants one, send us an email, and I'm sure we'll be able to come to some arrangements. That's my email across there. Right, this thread in here, I've tried every fitting in I've got. I took it to a hydraulics place, they tried all their fittings and nothing goes into it. I've measured it with a thread gauge, and the nearest I get is a metric thread at 175 metric pitch, and 175 metric pitch is a good fit, and it appears to be a metric form as well. I don't know what thread it is or supposed to be, but say 175 metric is as good as I can get. So I'm going to screw a piece of bronze or a piece of brass to make an adapter to go into there, and then the valve or the displacement lubricator will screw into there like that. Should use bronze or brass. I've got some hexi bar, not quite sure what I'm going to use just yet. When I first got the engine and I made it run on air, I made a plug to blank that, which screws in there, and I remember now I did cut it to 175, and it did used to screw in there like that. It's quite a good fit, so I'm sure I'll be able to make something to screw in there. At least now I can use that for the outside diameter. I've got a piece of nice brass bar, make it out of that. Right, the plastic plug we made earlier, 27mm. So I'll turn that down to 27.5 just to give it a little bit of wiggle room, and then we'll cut the thread on it. So I'll set the vernier to 27.5, press 0 and measure the bar. We need 10.6mm off that. We'll touch it off. That's 4mm. Should use 2mm, 2.6 to be exact. 2.42. We'll take a 1mm cut. That takes a 2mm off. And 0.25. There you go, dead on. Dead on its size up, I guess or not. We'll put a little recess in there for the screw cutting tool to drop into, just to make life easy for myself. And I've gone in for 2mm, which should be more than enough. We'll set the lathe up now, put a 175 thread on there and give it a go. Just make sure the screw cutting tool is nice and square, which it is. I know it's on centre height. Just going to touch it off. It's up there. Zero the cross slide. I'm sure there's something about the 175 thread, which means it's difficult to disengage the lead screw, so I'm just going to leave it in for such a short thread. Whereas a metric lathe, I've come across this before. We'll put a 1/2mm cut on. That's the beauty of this lathe, having a clutch on, you can just stop it. Right, I've gone too slack. At least we know we're going now. It'll probably be alright, but it is slack. I don't like slack, piss wobbly threads, especially on steam engines. Yep, so we'll chop it off. We'll do it again, make it 1/2mm bigger. But at least it's going in the right direction. We'll put a slightly wider groove in this time because it was getting a little bit near. Right, so it's exactly the same thing. We'll touch this off. Set a 0. Put some cut on it. I've got a bit more room to play at the end there. The lathe motor runs twice as fast to reverse as it does forward. That's why you get a nice quick reverse like that. Ideal for screw cutting. Not a million miles away from starting that. It's tight, so we'll do another spring cut in exactly the same setting, just to clean the threads up that little bit. I must apologise for this sniffing this cool. It's actually got me done in. So we're going to get screwed into the house and seal that, and then that'll be the end of it. It'll not be coming out anymore, I wouldn't have thought. Right, definitely settle for that. That's going to tighten it there very nicely indeed. I'm going to counterbore the end of this, or the end of the piston rod, part it off, turn it around and put some threads in the other end. It basically it's going the sort of way I want it to go. You don't want to drop it and damage the thread, so this round tool is really good for machine and brass. Puts a hell of a good finish on it. Right, that one's drilled and tapping for its BSP. Get the tap started. I don't want the vase, I don't want that spinning in the, I don't want the job spinning in the choke if I can help it. A little bit deeper than that possibly. Oh, it's doing alright actually. Yeah, that's enough. I'm going to use that to hold the part while I screw it in. I'm going to put a little bit of steam seal on the threads, because once this is in it won't be coming back out. This is the stuff you really don't want to get this on your hands because it just doesn't come off. Right. So hopefully we're going to use a tap. Bastard. Screw that in with and also finish off cutting the threads. I was hoping it was going to tighten it into the right in home. I'll have to use a pipe fitting to do that. Oh, that's sort of deciding to move a little bit. Right, that's full depth thread anyway, and I'll screw a pipe fitting into there to take that fully home. Right, that's 3/8 BSP. Come in. What's John's dinner ready? Right. That's it. Loosely screwed in. Quite pleased with that, it looks good. Once again, it's just time to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And don't forget, go and have a look on Mr. Crispin's YouTube. Anyway, thanks for watching.